Yeah, Noise, I definitely didn't forget about that for like, how long has it been? 2 hours? Yeah, 2 hours ago. Sick. Sick. Anyways, for those of you watching in the future on YouTube, what is going on? Excuse me. Welcome to a little bit of a preview at a little something called Exodus. It is being produced by Archetype Entertainment, a newer studio who is staffed by some of the latest and greatest that created the original Mass Effect series trilogy that we all know and love. Welcome. We've been doing some live react stuff today here on Twitch, just chilling out today. Thank you, something like that. And so we're gonna get right into it. To confirm today's excuse me, what we're focused on today, we're gonna watch the official reveal trailer. We're gonna give the extended story trailer a look as well, and then we're gonna watch the Exodus Founders Q&A video from April 2024 and September 2024, roughly 2 weeks ago. That's the extent of what we're gonna cover. I'm super excited for this game. It sounds interesting in theory. I would love to see gameplay when it's ready, but for now, chat, it's hope that there is still something coming down the pipeline for those of us who love sci-fi games. So without further ado, chat, I think we need to hop into this thing. Let me see if I can get us into this the right way, chat. Yeah, we're in here the right way. Okay, so this is the first one. This will be the second. So let's get started. All right, chat.
Max, we need to head back.
Hold on,
I'm getting a reading.
I'm gonna go 4K for this.
Max!
It might mess with stream, but it's fine if it does. Max! Max now, chat.
What
Max
she
now.
found that day was a miracle. It would be our salvation to fight against the Celestials, humanity's greatest enemy.
This is it.
They found us.
Yeah, I gotta go open the door in a second between episodes.
The Celestials hunted us down. I knew they'd keep chasing us until they ripped our ship apart, and I had to save her. I led them away from this world, away from her. We both knew the cost of using the gates. When you travel at light speed, time slows to a crawl. It was only days for me, but an entire lifetime passed for her.
Damn, chat.
And in the chaos of those final moments, we never said goodbye.
No, come with me. Wait, please, Tom. I love you.
Chat.
Our service, our sacrifice,
Oh my
Discovers
god,
worlds.
stop, game. One love, I appreciate
seeds
you.
hope, breaks empires. We are the travelers.
Oh, it just seems so cool. PS5 pre-alpha. Chat, this is pre-alpha, by the way. I don't know, bro. It's gonna be on all platforms, chat. I better see y'all out there. Supporting the cause. All right, next. Wait, have I really not liked that game? Hold on. Chat, I could have swore that I've liked this. Maybe I did on, something else. All right, chat. I'm gonna let this play. Give you a second.
She was not only brilliant, but courageous. To save her planet, she was willing to sacrifice everything and travel to the stars. As a frontier world, we were barely hanging on, desperate. We tried digging up our past to find the key to our future.
Max, we need to head back. There's too much interference.
Hold on. I'm getting a reading.
Chat, I have a feeling that scene is from one of the endings. I've heard there's a ton of endings. Excuse me, Chop.
I'm all right.
What she found that day was a miracle. It would be our salvation. And she used that ship to explore the far-flung corners of the galaxy. A traveler on the hunt for celestial treasure.
Careful, Max.
The data structure is incredibly dense. This is it.
Yo, I forgot about this.
Tom, stay down.
Bruh. Wait, what the? Bro, was that a heat-seeking grenade?
On the line to bring back artifacts to put us on the path to scientific breakthroughs. She risked everything, time and again. But despite her bravery, eventually her luck would run out. Lucky for us, she made it home safely. While she was alive, she was too humble to speak of her adventures. But at least we, her descendants, can honor her memory.
Chat, this is almost definitely
Thank you
one
all
of the
for visiting the museum
This is
today.
part of one of the endings,
safe
and we're
travels
missing significant parts of the. This is probably how the ending goes. You basically go through a museum of your accomplishments.
Hey, that's off limits.
She was always charging headfirst into the darkness. I was always one step behind, looking for the light switch. The Celestials hunted us down. I knew they'd keep chasing us until they ripped our ship apart.
Come on.
And I had to save her.
Yup. Chat, he made a choice. This is the first exposure. Maybe it's not the end of the game. This might be the first step.
This world, away from her. We both knew the cost of using the gates. When you travel at light speed, time slows to a crawl.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
only days for me, but an entire lifetime passed for her.
True.
And in the chaos of those final moments, we never said goodbye.
No. Come with me. Wait. Please. Tom.
It's so sad, chat. He didn't die to save her, but he did. Because he doesn't exist for her. She's already dead. And he's only been traveling for a few days.
Thank you.
Chat, they still know how to write good stories. God damn. No, that's a like, chat. Imagine there's 121 or there's 241 dislikes on this. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. God, chat, it's so good. So good. Oh my god. Nah, but seriously, it's it really caught or it really piqued my interest. Let's watch this one. I've seen this one, the most recent. I did not watch the April 2024, so I figure. Okay, apparently I've seen some of it. Let's let them talk though. Let's let them talk, though. How's everyone doing? How are your Tuesdays going?
Hi, my name is James Olin, and I am the studio head
back in the
for
chat. I'll try to keep
Archetype
quiet for this.
Entertainment and one of its founders.
Hi, I'm Chad Robertson. I'm the general manager and one of the founders of Archetype Entertainment. Yeah, companions are a huge part of Exodus. We understand how important they are to players. They're super important to us. We've got an amazing, diverse cast of companions that we've put together. I would love to reveal a bunch of them today, but so far we've only revealed one, and that's Elise. She was revealed to all of you on Valentine's Day back in February.
Sure.
I hope you like her. She's representative of the kind of diversity we have in the game, including some non-human companions that are going to come your way over time.
There's more. I'm not going to talk about it in this because I think they're going to talk about it in the September one.
Non-human playable character. Great question. The answer is not trivial. It's actually a bit of yes and no. We're super excited about some of the things that you're going to be able to do as a player, but because of that, we're not going to reveal all the details for a little while ahead of us.
That's fair. Okay, Chad, I think that's more than fair.
In the universe of Exodus, when talking about aliens are, you usually refer to an alien as something that evolved on a planet other than Earth. Now, everything in the universe of Exodus has a terrestrial origin. However, they've evolved over tens of thousands of years, so some of them have evolved into incredibly strange, wondrous, and weird creatures that are often much weirder than the classic aliens you might see.
So, chat, what this sounds like to me is that they are taking a humanity is the one that seeded the stars, except for the Celestials, I think.
In other science fiction franchises. It also includes things such as the Awakened.
Or even then, I think the Celestials are humans.
Animals from Earth. There are all kinds of cool stuff that you're going to be able to run across, interact with, and, well, obviously
sentient
fight
pigs,
as well.
Chat, sentient pigs.
Yeah, there is a
the
huge
joke about
diversity
pigs flying?
of
Guess
species, other than just Celestials.
Coming to an Exodus game near you.
I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about the different classifications of them right now, but that information will be coming later on.
Okay. So he's writing a novel based on Exodus. How did he get involved, and is he contributing?
So when we were first doing concepting on the universe of Exodus,
I'll read it and do a review.
We really wanted to have
take notes.
some great science fiction minds involved in helping us build this universe, and also writing books that could help support the universe, build the backstory. So we made a list of
did you check
our
it
favorite
twice?
Science fiction authors and put them into tiers of how influential, popular, and how much we like them. And I think there was 4 tiers. Anyways, I was expecting I'd get lucky if I got an author from maybe tier 3. I wasn't dreaming about an author from tier 2 or 1, and Peter Hamilton was in tier 1. And when I found out that he was actually a possibility, that was very exciting for me. And yeah, we got him, and he helped immensely in helping us create this universe and make it much more believable and also scientifically accurate in a lot of different areas. So it was a big boon for us. I'm a huge fan of his. I've read all of his books, and I've also read his new book set in the universe of Exodus, and holy crap, it's awesome.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll find that book.
With the passage of decades in Exodus, there's definitely going to be the introduction of new characters in the game, but there's also a core that will be with you throughout the entire journey. That's really important to us because we want to build emotional connections with your companions, your loved ones, and other main characters in the game. And so you're going to see those evolve with you because some of them are going to go on your journeys with you and some will stay home. But ultimately, there's that core that you're going to see again and again and build deep foundational relationships in addition to new ones that you'll see when you come back home and in other aspects of the game. So we're super excited about unveiling that to players.
Exodus has a diverse cast of strange creatures, intelligent, non-intelligent, and as I had said before, all of them have a terrestrial origin. That doesn't mean that all of them, however, are evolved from humans, as some of them will be evolved from what we call awakened animals. Animals whose intelligence has been enhanced, and then over the course of tens of thousands of years, They've changed into creatures that sometimes are in no way do they look like the animals that they evolved from. There will be creatures that are not descended from humans in the game, but they will be descended from terrestrial animals.
Come on, you have to tease one. You have to tease one out, man. Just shout it out. They want to know.
They're gonna say the pig.
I can say that. No, I guess I can't say anything.
I tried. I tried for you, but yeah, he's too good.
It almost worked. Chad, it almost worked. It almost worked. You almost got him. You almost got him. Damn it.
I think the coolest thing of this is the number of theories we've seen pop up about how Matthew plays a role in our game is exciting.
Oh yeah, chat. Matthew McConaughey is in the game.
His usage in the game, we think, is going to surprise a lot of people in a very exciting way.
Really?
Matthew's role in the game is a really important one. Matthew McConaughey's character will have a big presence in the game from the very start until the very end and the epilogue of the game. And yeah, he's just doing some amazing work so far. And
is he a Celestial?
We love that he's on the team.
Brother, if Matthew is a Celestial, I'm gonna shit a
twist with his character, of course, because you know how much we love twists.
Yeah.
So, but that's all I'm gonna say there.
Yeah, the only thing I gotta add, though, like when we heard some of the first stuff come back from him, I think everybody on the team got chills. It's amazing. We're so thrilled to be able to partner with him.
He takes everything he does seriously. So I would expect nothing less.
So what am I most excited about working on this project is just the amazing people that I'm working with and getting to see their work as it comes in. As I said before, Peter Hamilton's novel, when I got to read that, wow, that was just awesome. We have incredible talent within the studio and outside of the studio. There's amazing concept art that's coming in all the time. The writing from the different writers that are working on the project is incredible. I'm just excited about working with these people. Just to give an example
I forgot I have to make screenshots.
For example, I'll be struggling with a problem with the IP of the game, and then I'll just remind myself. I actually have it up on my whiteboard. Ask Peter Hamilton, and so I'll send him an email. I'll say, hey Peter, can you just solve this?
He does do this.
Oh my God.
Can you come up with an idea for this for me? And he's
I kind of like these Q&A's, chat, because
just a few hours later I'll get this enormously
they just get to chill
write-up
and tell us about
him on how
not just the game, but the goings on of its development.
Technology
and it's
from
like
the future. Where I'm like, how do you
no
just
one does
come
that
up with
anymore.
this shit so fast?
To be honest with you,
and you're just
Larian
on a
was the
different
last
level
one
than the rest of us
that I remember
mortals.
to do it.
Anyways, that's probably
look at how BG3 turned out. So
all the same things that James said.
Easy
for me, I
GOTY.
mean, we've got an amazing team, both internally and externally, that we're just humbled to work with. But the thing I'm probably most excited about is that we've actually got a fun game. I mean, I was just playing it, and it's can't share too much yet, but it's awesome.
I like that they like, only because we trust them as devs. Wait, hold on, Chad, I missed that. We both want to express our appreciation for the support we are seeing online, on our social channels, and through the press we have received. That early support from the community means so much to us and the entire team. Thank you, and stay tuned, James and Chad. Chad, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like super hurt. Before we start, let me clarify. I don't have any expectations for this game, other than a story that is good. Literally, that's it. Right? What I'm seeing right now, it's pre-alpha. We're seeing pre-alpha stuff. So, you know, grain of salt type thing. I think this is our last video. Yeah, Chet, I think this is our last video.
So I'm a huge science fiction fan, and I really felt that I had, one more story to tell. It came from actually a long time ago, back in 7th grade, I think. I was reading about Einstein.
Chat. So I've seen this. I forgot about this early part. For that guy, this is a labor of love, passion project. And we don't get to see many, like, think of it. For example, our most recent example of something like that is BG3. When you have a game being produced by people who are building something like this that they've always wanted to, that they have a deep love for, a deep understanding, and, lore to put behind it for, you get a good game.
and theory of relativity,
again,
time
good
dilation,
story.
and it just blew
Check.
my mind. I had a teacher
Probably
who assigned
gonna
us
be a great
short
story.
We had to write a short story. Before he assigned it, he said that he'd never given out a 100% mark. And of course, I'm very competitive, so I was like, I'm going to get the first 100%. But I spent the entire month, because we had a month, writing and rewriting and writing and rewriting. And I wrote a story about time dilation. Fast forward to today, and that's the kind of story I want to tell. Oh, also, I did indeed get that 100%.
So I can attest to the reality of all of that. Like, the fact that James has been that big a nerd for this entire time is amazing, and why we're doing this.
Hey, hold on, chat. So the biggest thing I love about these two guys that they constantly have on, these are the biggest freaking nerds I've ever seen on a dev team. And that's even next to Larians, which is just literally like an entire room of nerds. These two are the nerdiest guys in game development. Okay, you got homie over here who's quite possibly the most nerdy looking of them two, calling the other guy the nerdy one. Oh no, dude,
game together, but also the competitive element of it too. So
this is funny.
Totally true story. Totally true story.
They're here because they're the chat. I guarantee you, they're the funniest guys on the team.
This is 100%. One of the exciting parts of what we're building.
Let me see that again. Wait.
Totally
that
true
was quick.
story.
Hold on. Will there be a correlation between choices made and story progression? If so, in what way specifically? Okay.
This is one of the exciting parts of what we're building in Exodus. The choices you make are going to impact story progression in a bunch of different ways. Your choices are going to have consequences for your loved ones back home. You're going to see that impact on those choices in cool ways we unfortunately can't reveal quite yet, but they're also going to affect a bunch of other things. Progression options for your character as you advance in the game, your homeworld and your civilization overall, and that's going to be pretty enormous. We're super excited about that. There's a really cool element that I think we really internally are most excited about, which involves some crazy outcomes with your companions. I wish we could share more today, but we've got to save the details for later.
No. What is happening? Why does it?
Later.
Many games that take place in space have not included the ability to explore open space. Will this game give us the ability to explore open space?
Our vision for Exodus is to create a deep story-driven adventure that takes place across the entire galaxy. Exploration and discovery is a big part of that journey. At the end of the day, you're trying to save everything you love. That's your real mission here. To do this, you realize you've got to go out on these missions and uncover exotic celestial remnants. How you use them when you get back home is where it gets really interesting. You're back on your home world after finding a remnant, and now you've got a choice of how you're going to harvest it. Do you want to use it to make weapons against the celestials themselves, or expand scientific discovery for humanity? That's just one example, but that's
You have no power here. Hey, chat. Can you say what's up, Floof Hegemony?
What this is about. Exodus isn't about broad open space exploration.
We're building a military autocracy or a military hegemony.
You're driven by time.
That's
it's your enemy you can't see, but you also can't ignore it.
We're murdering the Celestials.
Is to get home isn't about broad open space exploration. You're on specific missions to recover these remnants. You're driven by time. It's your enemy you can't see, but you also can't ignore it. And that urgency is to get home, figure out how to leverage these things to save your planet, not miss out on what's happened with your loved ones while you've been gone due to time dilation. That's really what it's all about. And we're really excited to unveil that to players.
Dude, I've never thought to myself, and I'm ashamed to say this because like I love everything sci-fi. Like anime, I prefer sci-fi / fantasy animes. IRL, not IRL, any portrayal of media, I like sci-fi / fantasy 100%. I am ashamed to say that I never thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool to have a game where you're gallivanting about the galaxy, recovering powerful technology to help try to save humanity? And oh, by the way, because you have to travel at speed of the light, at the speed of light, you know, because #physics, time doesn't pass so slow for the people at home when you're traveling through space for 5 minutes. I've never thought that, and now I'm like, wait a minute. So exactly how many endings are we talking here? Because this sounds like there's probably like 10 to 20 based on like, if every major decision, like there's no way it's like 4 decisions. If they're like every major decision you make affects the end of the game, there's probably at least 15. A standard game with a decent story has like 15 chapters from intro to or from intro to end, and then an epilogue chapter. Some, not all. Wait, what did that say? Hold on.
We're really excited to unveil that to players.
I didn't read that before. How does traveling affect gameplay? Are the time zones crafted as story leaves? And are you and you are entering a different chapter of the game story when you? I think the way I was starting to read that probably
are indeed story leaps, but there's so much more than that. Before you go on an exodus, you're going to need to make some really important decisions about your friends.
Hey, noise. Exodus. Bum 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 bum. Movement of the people.
Your family and your entire world.
Bro, I guarantee you, one of them colony ships was just full of Jamaicans, bro. And guess what? That's what was played on the speakers.
You're going to make these choices knowing that you
I wish I could play that right now without DMCA.
Years or even decades. This gives extra weight to every choice. That would be the perfect time to just hashtag
Your
choices are going to continue to have an impact.
Hey, Bob Marley say, can I get sponsored?
A choice that you make before your first exodus might have big consequences upon your return. But there might be even bigger unforeseen consequences from that same choice after your next exodus.
Oh. Yo, they said this onion has so many layers, it's going to be like, yo, dog, I heard you like onions. So we put onions in your onions. So you can cry while you cry. Bro, no. Yo, chat, imagine, right? I think we should turn this into military technology. 2 technologies later, right? Like two trips out into the world to pick up more celestial technology later. By the way, that technology you made, everyone has cancer now. Yeah, bro. I foresee pain and suffering is what I see from these choices. Nah, that's toxic. No, bro. We got 5 fish level 48. We got noise at 120. Noise, what is happening? How are you doing this?
Adventure with sentient aliens, but really the definition of alien in Exodus is a little different because they aren't extraterrestrial. Everything has a terrestrial origin. Everything has come from Earth and has evolved over 40,000 years. And that can lead to some really weird civilizations and versions of humanity or other animals from Earth. Just think of how we...
Chat, Charlotte just opened a box of power armor and is now going to get geared up as an ultramarine, and it's going to go punch celestials through their face.
Humans turned wolves into chihuahuas just through breeding them, and
yeah, I was gonna say, chat, man, just imagine every time you see a chihuahua, chat, remember, every time that you see a chihuahua, remember that chihuahua descended from a wolf.
By 40,000 years and using all sorts of genetic technologies, and we have a lineup of aliens that's going to be weirder than most science fiction
I can never accept that. That's a fucking, it's a lie. Chat, it is a lie. There's no way.
Silicates are
You're gonna tell me that?
And, they're going to be one of those things that I think people will remember about the game.
Absolutely not.
However, I can't really talk too much about them because I don't want to spoil anything, but I can say that the choices you make in the game will have a huge impact on how silicates appear in the game. So you might be talking to your buddy who's also playing Exodus. The time jumps are indeed story leaps, but there's so much more than that.
A lot.
Before you go on an exodus, you're going to need to make some really important decisions about your friends, your family, and your entire world. You're going to make these choices knowing that you won't even see the consequences for years or even decades. This gives extra weight to every choice that you make. Your choices are going to continue to have an impact throughout the entire game. A choice that you make before your first exodus might have big consequences upon your return.
Chat, so the biggest thing that I like about Exodus is that what you do, your function, your existence in this game universe is that you go on Exodi. Chat, I don't even know if that's the proper plural of Exodus, right? You go on Exodi, I'm assuming to other star clusters, etc., to hunt down and secure remnants of celestial technology with which to advance humanity and enable them to hopefully eventually be, I guess, a counteracting power, if not more powerful than the Celestials, at least able to defend themselves against them. Like, it's literally like, it's basically just like survive.
But there might be even bigger unforeseen consequences from that same choice after your next exodus.
Okay, so that we got through. We ever meet a sentient, quote-unquote, alien?
Yes, you will. In fact, you will meet several sentient aliens. You'll even adventure with sentient aliens. But really, the definition of alien in Exodus is a little different because they aren't extraterrestrial. Everything has a terrestrial origin. Everything has come from Earth and has evolved over 40,000 years. And that can lead to some really
it's alien to Earth, but it's
and versions
not
of humanity
alien,
or other animals.
I guess
from,
I get it. It's not
Earth.
alien
Just
to the
think
galaxy.
of how we humans turn
yes,
wolves
Commander
into
Charlotte, chat.
chihuahuas just through breeding them, and now take that, multiply it by 40,000 years, and using all sorts of genetic technologies, and we have a lineup of aliens that's going to be weirder than most science fiction games or science fiction worlds.
Science fiction is supposed to be weird, and I don't know what happened to it. Wait, hold on. What was that? Can you break down silicates more in terms of gameplay? Would you be playing as a silicate, like a different class once your character is infected?
Silicates are, hey, they're really cool, and they're going to be one of those things that I think people will remember about the game.
Okay.
However, I can't really talk too much about them because I don't want to spoil anything.
I'm trying to get
comfy. I can say that the choices you make in the game will have a huge impact on how silicates appear in the game. So you might be talking to your buddy who's also playing Exodus, and you'll describe your experience with silicates, and he'll be like, what? That's nothing like what's happening, in his version of the game. It's actually pretty cool. There's one choice in particular that is just has massive consequences that span centuries.
Oh, definitely. The game supports many different play styles. Like, this is something that's really near and dear to us in terms of the minute-to-minute experience that we want to deliver to players. You're going to be able to build up your character that suits you and your play style and supports the choices you want to make as you play along in the journey that you go through on Exodus.
Okay. Will we have gameplay to see before the game launches?
So we've been fortunate to be able to have shared some pre-alpha gameplay back at our official announcement at the Game Awards last December. That's really the beginning for us.
There's a bunch more gameplay we wish we could share. But today,
I have to be very careful because my marketing director's staring at me with steely eyes from behind the camera that you all can't see. So I've got to be very careful with this answer.
But all I can tell you is stay tuned because
there's amazing stuff going on here at Archetype. The game's looking awesome, and we're super excited to share with.
That's the marketing director right now. Just like dead inside, soulless.
Super excited a lot.
Just
I'm
like,
sorry,
I dare you. I double.
The game looks awesome. Can't wait to share more.
Dare you.
And just so you know, Drew Carpation actually has fun playing Exodus now, and he hates everything.
That's so true. We had a gameplay review the other week, and Drew actually said, "This game's actually fun." And we're looking at him like, "What? Is that an insult and a compliment from Drew simultaneously?" And it was beautiful.
I was gonna say, Drew hates everything, bro. That I remember.
Well,
he notoriously does not like things.
Is one
by
of
things, I mean like everything.
The defining features of Exodus, in that, the choices you make are going to essentially have impacts from the beginning to the end of the game. And at the end of the game, you're going to do, well, I don't want to give away too much, but let's just say there's some time jumps where you get to really see the consequences of the choices you've made over the course of decades, centuries, that kind of thing. And when you talk to your friend who might have also finished the game, you're going to find that his or her experience at the end of the game was completely different. It's a very unique experience.
Chat, if you plan on playing this game, especially if you're on YouTube, leave some comments in the chat. Let us know. Definitely stay in touch with the channel. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. And let us know whenever Exodus comes out, when you get your hands on, when you get to the end. I want to hear the endings, because they're making it sound like there's going to be, right? Like Mass Effect ended up with 3 when it came down to it. But like, I honestly don't think any one of the 3 is particularly appealing. This sounds like they learned from that, because a lot of the guys on this team are from the original Mass Effect trilogy dev team, and like that would be huge. That would be insane, right? Because they're doing it over, imagine Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, all the decisions you make, how they affect / get you to your endings, and then they actually affect the endings, and then it's one game, and that's what sounds like is happening.
Can't wait to be able to tell you more.
I want to know more. Message from our founders.
Exodus fans, we're so excited you've been following along with our journey. We just wanted to let you know from everyone at Archetype, it's your enthusiasm that's the fuel that helps us make this amazing game, and we're really looking forward to being able to share more with you over the coming months. Keep your eyes peeled. There's going to be some cool things coming out really soon. We have a lot we can share. Look forward to it. We're excited to talk to you more about what we're doing with this amazing game. Thanks very much.
Damn chat. Damn chat. All right, here's what we're doing, because I got to start that over. I'll have to go back and deal with that later, but we're watching the future on YouTube. That's it for you for this one too. This was kind of a little bit of a shorter of a live reaction. I just wanted to go, there's not super much out. This is a game that the channel is keeping an eye on. I plan on playing this, but I can't confirm or deny that anytime soon. I want to see more. I really want to know more, but not too much, right? There's a lot of stuff available on their site that's print that we didn't go through. A lot of reading. I've read yo chat, I'm hooked. I've read most of it. I'm enjoying the lore, the world that they're creating. I need to find that book. I need to find that book and know more about the universe. But anyways, again, YouTube, I appreciate you all for checking out our, I guess, first look at the amazing upcoming in the future, not too soon game, Exodus by Archetype Entertainment. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, leave a comment, check out some of our Let's Plays. We've completed at this point over 50 Let's Plays on the channel, some of them platinum trophy runs. So, you know, if you're a trophy hunter, you want to see where some of these trophies are. We are currently right now going through our Let's Play of Black Myth Wukong, and I know on YouTube right now, our Cyberpunk Let's Play is also still uploading. So make sure you enjoy those, and we'll see you later, all right? Twitch, I'm out. Twitch. Today was fun. I honestly think live react content, just reactioning to things, doing stuff like that, is probably some of the most fun that I have on Twitch. But we're back to Black Myth Wukong tomorrow. We'll do some more boss hunting, and then we'll hopefully finish chapter 3. And I also don't have to be up early Thursday, so you know, we'll probably do that late in the evening and go from there. But anyways, hey, I will see all of y'all later. Peace.